Hello, welcome to the Powerful Marketing Tips podcast. I'm your host, I'm Mari-Liis, and today we will talk about next generation marketing with some amazing next generation marketers. Welcome Kirke, welcome Gerrit.
Hello, nice that you're hosting us today.
Yep, thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here. So how is it correct to pronounce your name, Gerrit? Is it Gerrit in English or Gerrit?
You can say whatever you want. Most of my friends just say like G.
Very convenient.
Yeah, it's the easiest way.
So I don't, actually I never get to ask from my guests, how old are you? But I'm brave enough to do that today. It's April 2025 right now, while we are recording this episode. So how old are you, Kirke?
I'm 20 and I will be turning 21 in 2 weeks. So almost 21.
Oh, yay.
I'm also 20. I turned 20 in like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I love that. Congrats. I know it was just your birthday. So for the listeners, just, briefly introduce what is it, what you do today? And we will go back to, what did you do earlier, like when you were smaller as a kid? But what is it what you do today? Kirke, go ahead.
I'm a university student. I am studying in Tilburg in the Netherlands. I'm a first year. I'm studying marketing and communication, and I am very passionate about social media, content creation. It's what drives me daily, and I do social media for my own. I am running a international student Instagram account and my own TikTok, where I share basically just everyday life as an international student. And yeah.
Great. Thanks. What about you, Gerrit? What is it, what you do today?
On a daily basis, I'm doing rehab because I had 2 major surgeries on my hip, but mostly I'm just doing nothing because I'm an ex-basketball player and I'm trying to find new ways to entertain myself because it's been a rough 3-4 months. And with that and with Kirke's help, I've been doing more like website design, more social media and everything like that.
That's great. So maybe you want to share a bit. I know you just told us that you were a basketball player, but I know that it was kind of profession for you.
Yeah, I've been playing for over 12 years now, since 2nd grade. Yeah, I played in Estonia, I played in Germany, and when I got injured, we played World Cup, 3x3 World Cup, the 3rd place game, and we lost because I got injured, because it was like 12 seconds left and I fell badly on my hip and something in it broke. And first of all, they didn't know what happened. They just said, just recover. You had like 2 weeks, take painkillers and then everything's going to be fine. And after like 4 or 5 months, they said, okay, you need surgery. We tried like different ways first to do rehab, that we avoid surgery, but nothing happened and nothing worked. So basically, then we had first surgery. It failed for some reason, and after 2 months, when my body was recovered, we had a second major surgery, and now I'm just rehabbing from it.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
It's fine.
Because I can only imagine, as you were a little boy, you wanted to become a professional basketball player, right?
Yeah, it's been my dream my whole life, since 2nd grade, basically. I had my major achievements already. I've been playing, I have won many Estonian youth championships. We got 2nd place in Germany, and I thought it's going to be my dream. I'm going to be a basketball player, but sometimes life shows you that you can dream, but nothing is achievable.
Probably life has even greater plans with you. You just don't know them yet.
Life is going to show me what plans it has for me.
Thank you for sharing. What about you, Kirke? When you were a kid, what did you dreamed of becoming one day?
Probably when I was very little, I wanted to become a professional horse rider.
I love horses.
Yeah, and I rode horses for many years, but then I stopped and then I started playing tennis. And I was too old to turn professional, but then I started coaching. So I started coaching when I was 16. Almost 5 years I've been coaching, and it has given me so much. Like, the person I am today is mainly because of tennis. And after that, I discovered photography, started doing pictures here and there, had a few photo exhibitions. One of them ended up in the Estonian presidential hallways. Our previous president even came to the exhibition opener. So that was pretty wild for me when I was like 16 or 15 even, to have to open my exhibition in front of the president of Estonia, Kersti Kaljulaid, and I was like, okay, that's kind of big. So after that I was like, maybe there's something in the digital creative side. And I just like started to discover, and then I was like, okay, social media sounds cool, but never had the guts to start anything. But when I moved out for university 7 months ago, I was like, okay, this is the new leaf. I can be who I want to be. And then I said, okay, let's just give it a try.
And how long ago that?
6 months ago when I started posting like regularly.
Mm-hmm.
And so many people have reached out to me, like people who want to study there, just in general. And it's like, I feel there's a value that I can provide for people. So it's so amazing that I have like 2 new messages almost every day saying like, hey, like, please share more about your life there. I really like your content. I'm like, oh my God, so cool. So then I thought like, why not start like an actual like agency and start doing it for a living? And that's how we kind of came to an idea. I'm like, why not? Life is short. Let's just take the leap.
It is. It is. And I think that's very bold. And I understand you just started to build your confidence when you moved away, right?
Yeah.
So you needed to kind of go to another environment, and this is where you discovered your strength. What's the word I'm looking for? You discovered that, oh my God, why not do that?
Exactly, like it's like an eye-opening experience and like the small push that you need. And maybe it's because like I felt that I had to stand up for myself and actually start building up my life.
Your brand
Exactly.
out there.
Yeah. And like putting my name out there. And I don't know, I think it's kind of a little bit taking off. So not jinxing anything. Yeah, it's a journey and it's a start.
Yeah. Love that. And that actually inspired us to do this episode today with you because you have just done it so naturally. I mean, putting yourself out there. And what about you, Gerrit? Because you also mentioned me before this recording that you actually have done websites until, I don't know, since you were a little boy already or something.
It's been a like weird journey because I like when you're a kid, I liked to game different games, whether it was like Minecraft, Assassin's Creed. I liked how the games were like made. I liked like the back rooms and everything. So I was not, I want to say I wasn't like stupid, but I didn't know how to do them.
Yeah.
So I was like,
We're just unexperienced.
and then I picked like something a little bit easier. And I just started by little by little, just learning by YouTube, by Google, trying different ways to do something. Just I got idea, saw something like even like Nike websites. I was like, oh, maybe I can make that. Okay, it wasn't similar to that, but it was the idea that I made it. And then I just keep trying to make like better ones. Okay, when my basketball took over, then I left it there for some time. And now when we started our agency, I mentioned it to Kirke. I made her website, and then I was like, okay, maybe I can make a living with it. And that's been the journey so far.
So when did you discover that you're actually doing marketing? I mean, website and social media are a big part of marketing, or maybe you even haven't even think of what is marketing for you or where exactly the social media and website lies in the marketing world, because it's very big. What are your thoughts, Kirke?
Like we kind of wanted to like bring the whole package together, and the website is like
the major thing in marketing.
Yeah, it's like the whole and whole and heart where you want to bring your viewers and then turn them into customers or clients. So we just like thought, okay, like we have 2 ends, like 2 sides of the coin. Let's bring it together, and then we have like a whole, like a well-rounded idea and like a service that we can provide. And we also we click so well. We just kind of like read our.
Before we had the agency or any talks about it, we had so many conversations. Should we do it? Should we not do it?
I think we just like mulled it over for like 2 months, and then just like one night I just like called Gerrit. I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's just see where it goes. I don't care. Even if it takes us nowhere, at least we have the experience.
Even for me, it wasn't like, no, let's not do it. It was like, okay, Kirke said, let's go. And I said, let's go. Fuck it.
I love it. I love it. And 2 months is not a long time at all. So I know there are, people who struggle 5 or 10 years and thinking if I should do something or not. And they just don't do that, because it's scary to start something by yourself. So there's so many things we don't know. there is uncertainty.
Yeah.
We are not, sure what this means. Does it mean that I can really handle it all, and can I really deliver what I promised to my clients, etc.? So, and I love how you have built it. I mean, it has been very natural for you. That's what I want to say. I mean, it wasn't like, I just want to earn some crazy money and this is why I'm doing that. It kind of came another way for you. So how did you find your first clients?
Through the connections.
Yeah. We just we created everything. We just had everything was basically done our website, and we started promoting through social media, and then we got busy. And it kind of was on hold for I think 1.5 months.
Something like that. It was like New Year's.
That's very short time.
Yeah, and because I had exams at school and other things in life just came in between. And then one of my friends called me and he was like, "Hey, I like what you're doing. Please, do my social media because I want to take off." And so we got our first client, and they were like, "Actually, wait, now is the time. Now is the time to gather ourselves and actually take off." And then we kind of put our heads down, and then kind of through connections came the first client, then the second one, then the third one. And it's just like a snowball effect. Totally. And everything is just natural. And sometimes we feel like, okay, this is so new. We know how to do it, but we don't have the experience to do it. So we're just following our gut blindly. But somehow it took us...
Yeah, we have the balls to do it. We can do everything. If we put our heads together, we're gonna, let's do it, let's go.
It's every time...
When we do it, the next effect for us is what we actually did now. And it's we're amazed by ourselves on how we are here now.
How did we pull it off? And we just had shock moment.
A week ago we were nowhere. We were just discussing about everything, and now we are here.
There's a will, there's a way, and this is what I see is happening with you guys. And I really admire you because you are not afraid of things that you don't know yet, because you're willing to learn.
We have this saying that if there's a problem, there's always a solution. We just have to find it, even if we don't know it this moment right now. We will figure it out somehow, because every problem has a solution.
That's true. That's very well said. I love that. But you are working with websites, with Instagram and TikTok mainly, right? So there are also other social media channels and ways how to connect with your audiences. And we know today that there are 5 different generations out there. So what about the other generations and the older generations? How do you, to connect with these people as well? Or are you mainly working with people who are around your generation?
Mostly right now we're trying to build everything around youth. Because it's the easiest. Every kid is on TikTok, Instagram, looking things. And even when we're working with older people, we're trying to get the audience, their audience to youth, to grow their audience, because mostly their audience is in mid-30s, mid-40s, let's say on Facebook, something like that. We're trying to bring fresh blood from them, so maybe they get new views, listeners, whatever. So we can make the difference because we are in our youth. So we can see the way youth looks things. Maybe at the time we can't look things like the older people see it. Maybe it's our things are maybe too flashy. Maybe we are doing everything too fast. But at the same time, youth likes it for some reason.
Yeah,
it's the blinking videos on social media, as my mom calls them. It's too fast.
Because you're speaking their language, so to say.
Basically.
I understand that.
But also, I feel we have the capacity to create something for older generations. We just have to get down what they want and kind of put ourselves in their minds. And it's just kind of figuring out the rhythm of what they want and how they want it to come to life.
If we talk about young people who want to become marketers one day, and probably they have a lot of fears and doubts.
Just have balls to do it. Yeah, it's scary. Even for us, it's scary. Okay, I have lived in Germany. I just went by myself to play basketball there. Kirke went to college in Netherlands first time. She came back because it wasn't. Yeah, then she went again. Even if it was scary, she went again. And mostly I think it's you just need to have that confidence, even if you have fears.
It's going into it blindly, and kind of, I always say to myself, trust the process and enjoy the process and enjoy being afraid a little bit. Because when you know everything, it's not that interesting.
Yeah, you can't know everything. You just need to learn through the process, what we are mostly doing. Sometimes we don't even have plans We're just going in with our gut feeling, like we're gonna figure it out.
But that's easier said than done, usually. So I understand that people just need to take this leap of faith, right? But who supported you? Because as we love to say, no one wins alone.
No one wins alone.
I truly believe in that, because you need to have somebody, who is supporting you on that journey, because it's very hard to do that alone.
I think we mostly had each other at the start.
Because like my mom told me, she don't know enough about it. She wants to help me, support me, but she just don't know enough about it.
Of course, but I mean, she is still there for you. Yeah. She's, cheering on you.
Yeah,
and
sure. Like,
this is what I mean.
Mostly family, but I think we have each other.
Yeah,
most parts.
Because we understand like this, because we live the same situations. And I have my mom because like she also is working in marketing, and she has helped us a lot to kind of figure out how the dynamics work. And that sometimes we hop on a call with her, just the three of us, and just like she's like walking us through it like step by step a little bit. But also like I think we have our friends, even if they don't understand what we are doing, they just like hit me up sometimes. It's like, it's so cool what you're doing. It's so cool what you're doing. But yeah, mainly
we have each other.
Yeah,
we don't need more.
But where I'm heading with that is that you both are members of our hub as well. So what motivated you to join, or what do you think that hub like that could be important?
Well, you asked me to host the Instagram and TikTok room there, which I'm very, very thankful, because I feel like I have a fresh perspective and I have so much knowledge about how those platforms work, but there's like no one on social media base where I can share my knowledge. And there I have like straight connection with people, and they can ask me questions and I can help them out. So I feel like I can actually be useful. Like all of those years that I've been scrolling on TikTok, looking at those like know-hows on how to like grow on social media. And now I can actually put them to use, like on my own social media, and also kind of like coaching.
It is, because the hub is here to learn from each other, to help each other through those discussions and one-on-one connections that we build there. But it's very hard to do that, let's say, on social media, because there's too much information. It's overwhelming, and that's probably what you also appreciate, that you have your own space and people can come and join you and ask questions.
It's structured. On social media, everything is surface level, just like how to post pretty pictures. And I see like 7 videos in a row with the same topic. But there it's like one topic, other topic, and like blocks of it. So it's actually organized and you can go through them and actually learn and like have them separate kind of. Because on social media, it's a lot of fuss. It's like you're scrolling, like, oh, I found something new. And then there's like 7 cat videos and then you forget it. But there it's like, okay, it's like a clean environment kind of. Yeah. Where you can just get the knowledge and ask questions and get support also.
And when you joined the hub, I realized myself that, oh my God, we have so many different generations inside the hub. And not just generations, but also we have a lot of different expertise levels. I mean, there are people like yourself, who have done maybe a year or even less marketing. But at the same time, there are people who have been in marketing like 20 years and more, like myself. So I don't even feel I'm so old. And of course, marketing is evolving every day. Therefore, I'm just thinking it's so much fun that we have, those young people and older people and different level of expertise and different industries they're together. So that's why I think that's amazing. And but how about those young people who want to become marketers, but they are not there yet? They are not ready to take that leap of faith. Where should they start?
Like, I think even if you don't have the confidence to post or even do videos or anything, you can do like drafts. You can try. You can just go to CapCut. You can, you don't, maybe you're like not that confident to film yourself and
or like put yourself
out there. Yeah, sure. But you can make those videos. You can try different things. You can show them to your friends, to your family, whoever.
And also you can put those drafts into a portfolio and then reach out to clients without like having to put yourself as the face of the brand. And you're just like contact them directly. It's like, hey, this is what I can do, and I can do it for you, and just like be like directly employed without.
Even if we are doing our agency, we can be like behind it, but we don't need to like show us because it's not about like it's not about us.
It's about the clients you help and serve. That's very good. Yeah. We always say that you should see the world through the eyes of your clients.
Yeah. Okay, Kirke is building her like brand and everything. I have my own through the basketball. I don't need to like build it like in basketball anymore. Maybe I'm gonna do it someday in marketing or something like that. But still, the agency is just clients, not us.
It's about the clients, and it's about the experience, and it's about their world, kind of.
You can like build your brand. You don't need to put yourself in. Like, of course, you are into it, in it, but you don't need to be the face of it, even if you're building your own brand.
Yeah, that's good. And you were also mentioning both that you have very supportive families next to you, but I know that many people doesn't have it, and I don't mean it in a bad way even. I just mean that sometimes, for example, if people go to the closest people, they just tell that, oh, don't do that, it's so hard, you shouldn't go for that, etc. They're just taking you down in a way. Can I ask if next generation marketers are joining the hub, can they reach out to you and send their drafts to you so that you can give them feedback?
Sure.
Yeah. Our messages are always open.
I would like that. It will be fun.
I'm just thinking sometimes it's easier, to talk even to the stranger who doesn't know about me, just to ask for feedback, and maybe they can do that.
Because then the feedback doesn't come through the emotion.
It doesn't hurt that much then.
And also, that.
Exactly.
Because I have learned in life that, okay, I have my like family circle who I listen to and I care what they say to me. But let's say when I'm going to talk with somebody else and says to me something, maybe whatever he says, I really don't care.
It's just words. It's in from one ear and out the other.
I know, but it's not the same for many people, unfortunately. So that's why I'm just thinking that if they can reach out to you and ask about, I don't know, how did you do that? How did you start it with that? So I think that's okay, right?
Our messages are wide open.
And here's a secret. People who reach out to us, we can give you free access to the hub if you are next generation marketer. So that's a little secret that we don't put out there as a promotion, but people who are interested in joining, especially young people, they can get free access because we really want to support next generation marketers. So can you tell us a little bit more about yourself? We already talked about marketing quite a lot. What are your plans for the future? Now you are, getting started with your agency, doing some more work, etc. What are your plans? Where do you see this agency or yourself, let's say, in 5 years?
5 years. I know our like little goal is to get the first 15 clients, and then we're gonna set a new goal. So we're like on the ground. We don't like float away with our dreams. But it's not about money.
I didn't ask about money.
Yeah. Okay, the end goal is to just
be free.
Be free.
That's good.
Financially free.
Like, I never liked to think that I'm working 9 to 5 in an office. I know what we are doing, I'm working 24/7. When the client needs me, I'm working, but I like it more than I like to sit on 9 to 5.
Because then like we have the freedom of, for example, I want to go to Barcelona today. So I'll just pack my computer, my phone, my laptop, and I'll just be heading on my way.
That's the main, like the end goal, not the end goal, but the main goal, to just be free. Not even for travel, to like have a vacation. It's like vacation and work at the same time.
Yeah.
But I can be anywhere when I want to be.
And also, like, for me, this doesn't feel work. It doesn't feel like working because, like, I've been a waitress, a tennis coach, obviously. And those feel like work because I have to be there on specific times. I have to show up even if I don't feel like it. But with doing like social media and creating a marketing plan for my clients, it doesn't feel like work. Even if it's like the topic isn't my favorite thing to like create a plan, it's still like I get so much energy. It's like at the end of the day, I get home from school, I do my videos, editing for my clients, for myself. And it's like, okay, like I'm not tired anymore. Like, what else can I do? And it's just like driving me like every day. So that's what I feel like. It's like I don't even need a vacation from it per se. Like, yeah, obviously I need some days off.
But it makes life so much easier, I think. Okay, let's say we are free, we're doing everything. Like, we're doing everything every day, but we can still be here even like talking with you because we have that freedom. I'm working 9 to 5 Monday to Friday. I couldn't be here at 2, let's say.
Yeah, you should be at your office.
Yeah, behind the desk, typing on my computer, doing something that I don't want to do, I think.
But do you have the ambition that, let's imagine that your agency start growing and you're getting more and more clients. So do you have this ambition to grow into a big company where you have like your own social media specialists and assistants and so on?
In future, we want to expand. We don't want to do it like only with 2 of us. We want to get like different areas, whatever it's just videographs, photographs, editing, whatever.
Yeah, it's like we want to provide a full package of social media, marketing, everything. And even now it's like, because I'm not here all the time, so we are kind of like bouncing ideas back and forth of like hiring someone who would do like videos and like social media videos, like even if like a restaurant's like, hey, come and please do like a social media for us, and we need someone to come in once a week to film. And then it's like, okay, I can send someone to do the work and then send the footage to me, for example, to Tilburg, and then I just edit it together that everything looks nice and smooth, and then send it out to the client. Like that would be, I think, our next step next year.
Yeah, because it will be like too difficult for me if I'm just here alone, because mostly our clients are based in Estonia.
Yeah, right now.
Right now,
because
but we are going worldwide.
Oh yeah, next stop is Tilburg and then the Netherlands,
Yeah.
then Amsterdam.
And also Malaga, because we have Malaga week in September already coming up. And we will be in Sweden in May. So we are worldwide soon, growing all together.
Growing country by country.
Country by country, step by step.
Yes, checking it down.
I love your ambition, and I don't want to, say anything like in a bad way. But Powerful Marketers is my 3rd company that I'm building, and I have always worked with people and with the team and so on. And I find that the hardest part, to be honest, because yes, I know how I work and how I, structure things and how I'm planning my day, etc. But when it comes to actually delegating things, you should be very precise, and because people are not like yourself. And we tend to assume that they do the things the same way as we do, but oftentimes this is where the frustration comes. That, oh my God, I told you it's not like that. You should do this and that.
Yeah.
So have you tried already working with somebody or not yet?
I have played basketball for 12 years.
So you know a lot about teamwork.
And I've been leading those teams. It's not like I'm the sheep on the team and we have the leader. Most of the teams I've been leading, I'm the right hand to the coach. When coach tells me something, I need to tell to the players so they understand it. So I know we have 5 players on the field at the same time. I need to make sure everybody understands it. Not that like 4 understands, 1 doesn't. Nothing is going to work out.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if they're going to do something wrong, it's just life.
You can learn and move forward, right?
You need to understand that everybody's it's not that fast. Maybe somebody's slower a little bit.
Everyone learns in a different way.
Exactly. And I have that experience already.
And I can see that. And I must say I envy you, because I wish that I was as smart as you are when I was in my 20s. Most definitely I wasn't. I love that.
Also through coaching for years, I've had to coach so many different people, and some players don't understand what I'm telling them. And then I have to find another way to explain the technique so that they would understand it, and it would come naturally for them. So delegating and understanding people, it's like a work of art. And I feel like because we know each other so well, we know how we work, and just with one sentence, it's okay, yeah, we get what we're saying.
What's your history? I mean, how did you get to know each other?
True friend.
Yeah.
How long time ago, or
2 years ago?
Around 2 years ago, we had it was I don't want to say Christmas party, but
Christmas time.
And our friend introduced us to each other.
Yeah.
And then we basically clicked.
Yeah.
What was your first thought about Gerrit? Now you should.
Wow, he's tall.
And I'm a girl, because my name sounds like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the.
Yeah, when our friend says oh, I'm meeting up with Gerrit, I was oh, what's her deal? No, it's not a she, it's a he. Really? And then I meet him. It's yeah, this is Gerrit. I'm okay, wow, he's tall.
And I'm not like average looking like every guy on the street because I'm so tall.
How tall are you?
2 meters.
God, that's a lot. And what was your thought about Kirke when you first met?
She's basically like me. Like she talks like me, like thinks like me.
Yeah, it was very weird. We had like our first conversation. It was like
2 hours long.
yeah.
Just sat in a room and just talked.
It's like my mom has this saying that people click immediately because they have the same blood type. So it's kind of the same way. We just have the same blood type. We just
share one brain cell.
Oh, that also.
That's very well said. So tell us, what inspires you when, for example, now you have your clients and your agency, and where are you getting from this inspiration?
Just to be better every day, be better 1% every day than the last day.
That's very good.
And it's also like working with one of my clients, I see how motivated he is and that everything we do and the way he like started to trust me. And it was like only because of the work that I do for him. And I was like, wow, that like I'm actually changing something for someone because I'm helping him get closer to his dream. And it's also my dream, kind of. So it's just like, I don't know, like building something for others, but also at the same time building something for ourselves. And it's also like kind of a big deal that we can say like, oh yeah, we own a company. Oh yeah, we own an agency.
It's just like a fun thing to say.
Yeah. And it's just like it's like the wow effect.
Yeah, I want to see like shock in other people's face. Oh, like we're 20, we have a company and we are actually doing something.
Brave.
It's just not the name. Like we are like behind it, we are doing actually something and we're trying to build something.
Yeah.
Not like just, we have a company.
I agree. And I think people just admire because you're very brave by doing that. And that's all you need. You just need to put yourself out there. I know it's easier said than done, but I can see that people just admire, oh my God, you're 20 and you're, having your own agency already.
Yeah. But the thing is, it gets easier every day. I read this quote a few days ago. You only grow when you do things that you don't know how to do. And it's basically like kind of like what we are doing.
That's very well said, because growth happens outside of our comfort zones. That's for sure. And I can see you are not the guys who want to live very, very comfortably. Not yet, but that's the goal.
That's the goal, yeah. But everything. And it's also when you reach your goal through hard work, the goal is so much more sweeter.
Yeah, it is.
You can just like look back and be proud of what you did and what you're doing.
Sometimes it's hard to like appreciate things you do. Like even if you're growing, like let's say myself, I don't see the little details I do because I want to be like, I want to get every day better. So I don't see what I did yesterday better than I did like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I don't see those details. When it comes like, oh, let's say we had a meeting on Wednesday. After that, we were like, we actually had a good conversation. Everything's rolling out, blah, blah, blah. But when we say I'm doing the website and I'm doing everything perfectly like I wanted to, I'm like, yeah, it's just another day.
So you have great expectations for yourself.
Yeah.
And that's very good as well, I think. But of course, you should also appreciate little steps, because usually big things happen thanks to the little steps that will help you get there.
Exactly. It's like showing up every day.
Yeah.
It's like working out, going to the gym, fitness, everything that. Show up every day. And the same thing is with everything else in life. Because through fitness, you can actually see like the progress photos. But with those kinds of things, you don't per se see it like that. But at the same time, when you just like take a step back and look at just like the whole thing objectively, and then you're like, there's actually something big that we already have created. And it's also like kind of, that's why like doing it together is so much better, because then the other person can like say like, oh, like this is cool.
Yeah. Oh, you did that great. Blah, blah,
Exactly.
blah. Even if you have like, I have off day or Kirke has off day, I know how to like, motivate him and like her. Even like she did like, let's say yesterday she edited a good video or whatever, and today she has off day. I can tell her she did good.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
You can lift up each other, and that's
if you're doing it like alone, let's say, like most people are doing, you don't have anybody to say, oh, you did great.
Yeah, or like get this second opinion.
because no one wins alone.
Exactly.
And we are circling back to our community again. So So yeah, next generation marketers, if you're listening to us, make sure to just write us and DM us for whatever platform you're using, because you will get free access and you get to ask your questions straight from Kirke and get it here. Our time is getting up today. So what about talking about inspiration? What about music? What kind of music you like to listen? As you know, we have our Spotify list, so I will ask one song that we should add from both of you to our lists. Who wants to start?
You can start.
You go, because I have to check.
I need to check it out.
And you already both shared quite strong quotes here, but maybe you have...
I'm gonna say Bad Bunny TTMF.
Okay, what kind of music is that? I don't know.
It's like Spanish.
Spanish Latin music.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love Spanish music and Latin. Thanks.
Like, my music taste is so mixed up.
Yeah, it's like from classical to not like hardstyle rock, but like techno and everything in between. Not country.
No.
Not country. That's the one thing that we rule out. Some country songs are good, but not all of them. It's a pretty hard question, actually. I would say anything by Doechii right now.
Say anxiety, just say.
No, actually, Amy Winehouse. Yeah, one moment. And Back to Black. That's just a classic that I always gravitate back to. Something that just has a place in
I hope you're gonna say Eminem.
Oh, yeah, Eminem also. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of artists we just live inside music
Love
almost
that.
daily.
And to wrap it up, this discussion now, for the young people listening to this podcast, thinking, oh my God, I want to do something in marketing. I don't know where to start, how to do that. Just inspire us.
The hardest part is starting, and after that, the only way is up. Even if it doesn't work out, you get experience.
Yeah, and then you can start again.
Exactly. And even if it doesn't fit for you, it's not the right fit, then you know.
Even if you have like doubters and no-sayers, just prove them wrong. Even I don't want to say even in your family, if anybody doubts you, prove them wrong, but you should prove them wrong. If you put your mind into it, you can do everything you want.
My high school, Rocca al Mare Kool, they have this slogan, "Dreams change the world." And that also has a very special place in my heart, because sometimes I think, oh, is this too much or is it too big? But then I think, no, actually, no, this is...
Even sometimes to just be delusional about things. Like we are, like most of the time, like we're just delusional that maybe something is gonna work out. But even if your like dream is so delusional, you're gonna end up near it because you're working the hardest to be delusional. You're hoping for it. So just be delusional.
Yeah, because the delusion drives you and just sounds corny. Just believe in yourself and trust your heart and your gut.
And if you have any more doubts, then reach out to Kirke and Gerrit. So thank you so much for joining us today.
And thank you for having us.
And I want to wrap it up with saying that if you can dream about it, you can do it. So thank you for being here with us. Bye.